Southeast Asia, a land famous for its natural wonders and unique cultural heritage. From mysterious temples to white sand beaches, there is no shortage of stunning landscapes. The beauty of the majestic mountains and pristine forests will captivate you. Ancient villages, diverse cultures, all blend together to create a vivid and vibrant picture. If you are a fan of adventure, Southeast Asia is the ideal destination to explore. Let these natural wonders take you on an inspiring journey of discovery and unforgettable memories. The Toraja region features majestic mountain landscapes, green rice terraces, and cool weather year-round, ideal for agriculture and ecological tourism. Traditional Tongkonan houses have boat-shaped roofs symbolizing ancestral journeys and reflect the social status of each family. The Toraja hold unique funeral rituals called Rambu Solo, large ceremonies lasting many days to send off the deceased. Another custom, Manene, shows deep respect as families exhume and clean ancestors' bodies to honor their memory. Their belief system, Aluk combines ancestral worship with agricultural rituals tied closely to nature's cycles. This region represents a rare fusion of spiritual beliefs, architecture, and natural living among an indigenous community. Kelimutu Lake is a group of 3 volcanic lakes that sit side by side but have completely different watercolors that can change unpredictably over time. The unique feature is that all 3 lakes lie within the same volcanic crater but are not connected by surface flow or underground water systems. At certain times, one lake turns pitch black, another turns blood red, and a third has once appeared milky white like diluted paint. Scientists have measured gases, pH, and mineral components for years, but still cannot explain the cause of the color changes. A probe once disappeared into one lake without leaving a signal, even though the depth did not exceed 400 feet. A legend tells of a person who entered the lake to wash away sins and vanished without a trace, leading authorities to ban access to the lake edge for years. The Batanes Islands are known for green rolling hills, steep cliffs by the sea, and rugged coastlines facing strong ocean winds. The cool year-round climate and isolated location have helped the local community preserve their traditional way of life for centuries. The unique stone houses have walls about 20 inches thick and thick grass roofs that resist storms and keep warmth well. Local culture includes festivals, ancestor worship ceremonies, and Thanksgiving rituals that show strong ties to nature and tradition. The hills and cliffs are considered homes of ancestral spirits and gods, so people always protect and respect nature as an important part of spiritual life. The community lifestyle and strong spirit help them endure harsh weather and preserve their unique culture across generations. Muyang Fee is a natural rock park known for earth pillars between 7 and 16 feet tall, shaped like mushrooms, helmets, or human faces. These rock formations were created from ancient clay, eroded over millions of years without any protective stone layer above. The red, yellow, and orange soil colors blend to create an unusual bright landscape among sparse forest. Locals believe this is a place where spirits live, and stories tell of people getting lost after hearing whispers in the wind at night. Some areas in the park show weak magnetic fields that cause compasses to shift slightly, which has not been clearly explained. The shapes of the pillars slowly change each year due to wind and rain, with fallen ones replaced by new formations nearby. Belimbing terraced fields stretch along the hillsides, forming continuous layers like giant steps across the lush green mountainous landscape. Each field is cultivated using a traditional irrigation method called subak, a water management system that has worked for hundreds of years through local farmer cooperation. Small canals bring water from higher sources and distribute it fairly to each field based on shared rules and rotational access. On the fields, small temples made of stone or wood are built where people offer prayers to water spirits and ask for good harvests. The unique combination of ancient farming techniques, naturally designed landscapes, and spiritual practice gives these terraced fields their special cultural and agricultural value. Wat Chalam Prakyat Temple is built on limestone peaks at nearly 300 feet high, with stupas perched separately on steep rock spires in mid-air. All construction materials were carried by hand along vertical slopes, showing strong perseverance and religious devotion. The small stupas have no wide foundation but remain stable for many years due to precise construction techniques and carefully chosen locations. Visitors can view vast forests and distant cloud seas, creating a majestic and unusual landscape. This is an important pilgrimage site where people believe climbing the mountain is part of their spiritual practice. The temple was also built to commemorate a Thai king, carrying historical meaning and the spirit of protecting Buddhism in a remote mountain area. Kuang Si waterfall is located in a limestone mountain area with ancient geological formations where water falls from a height of about 160 feet in multiple layers. The water has a special turquoise color caused by sunlight reacting with minerals, and its hue changes with the seasons and light. A unique feature is that the water flows through limestone terraces, forming natural pools of various shapes and depths. A local legend says the waterfall was created by the stomp of a sacred tiger, and the site is believed to have cleansing power. An unusual phenomenon occurs when flute-like echoes are heard from behind the rocks on certain days of the year. This sound has no scientific explanation and often coincides with traditional full moon dates. Kenyir Lake is the largest man-made freshwater lake in Southeast Asia, with hundreds of islands formed from mountain peaks flooded after dam construction. The lake is surrounded by tropical rainforest, home to rare species such as elephants, tigers, and many wild birds. Some old trees still stand in the middle of the lake, creating a strange and rare sunken forest landscape. Many lodges float on the water using wooden platforms and are designed to look like bird nests or forest leaves. Locals believe the lake houses ancestral spirits from old villages, so they hold yearly prayer ceremonies near the higher areas around the lake. Besides ecotourism, the lake preserves historical remains like house foundations, wooden stakes, and submerged to household items. Marau Hugh is located among low stone hills and is surrounded by ancient canals that can still direct water, showing advanced irrigation techniques of its time. Many structures here were built entirely from hard stone blocks without using mortar, with walls up to 13 feet thick, strong enough to resist heavy impacts. There are also circular stone rooms with no clear entrance, believed to be used for storing sacred objects or royal secrets. Several carvings and sculptures inside show ancient Islamic art styles alongside Buddhist architecture, reflecting a unique cultural blend. This area once supported a population of over 16,000 people and flourished as a powerful ancient urban center. Gandia is a natural rock formation made of thousands of cylindrical stone blocks stacked together like giant plates, stretching along the coast in clear layers. Each rock column is about 1 to 3 feet tall, and shaped mostly in hexagons or pentagons, creating a surface that looks evenly carved. The landscape was formed when volcanic lava flowed into the sea and cooled rapidly. Wasur mangrove forest is part of the largest wetland ecosystem in eastern Indonesia, featuring swamps, sago forests, and pristine mangroves. The area is unique for blending rich biodiversity with indigenous culture preserved across generations. There are no large artificial structures, only simple bamboo and palm shelters used for daily activities or religious rituals. Local communities rely on the forest for fishing, collecting tree sap, and using herbal medicine in traditional healing. The forest also serves as a sacred space for harvest prayers, forest offerings, and ancestor worship based on ancient beliefs. Since 1978, the area has been protected and was designated as a wetland of international importance in 2006 under the Ramsar Convention. Wasur is a rare example of a place where environmental protection and indigenous culture continue to coexist in natural balance. Combined with natural cracking over millions of years. The stone blocks are tightly packed but have no binding material, forming a unique natural structure that looks like a planned design. Local people consider Gandia a sacred place where they hold sea-worshipping rituals, fish-praying ceremonies, and tell stories of rock gods and sea spirits. Its unusual appearance and geometric stone layout attract both geologists and tourists who want to explore this rare natural phenomenon. Yikleum Lake is a perfectly round lake formed from an ancient volcanic crater, about 2,625 feet in diameter and surrounded by steep primary forest. The lake has turquoise water with high clarity and is considered one of the most beautiful volcanic lakes in Southeast Asia. What makes it different is the absence of large man-made structures, with only wooden walkways and hand-built rest areas blending with the natural landscape. Local people regard the lake as sacred, home to ancestral spirits, and often perform thanksgiving, rain prayers, or cleansing rituals at the site. The area is preserved by the local community as a sacred space with historical, cultural, and sustainable environmental value. Mount Bromo is an active volcano with a height of about 700-600 feet, known for its dry terrain and a crater that constantly emits light smoke. The crater has a diameter of about 2,600 feet and is fully visible, allowing visitors to view it directly from the rim, which is rare for volcanoes. At the base is a flat area covered in ash called the Sea of Sand, which leads to a man-made staircase with hundreds of stone steps to the crater. Culturally, the site is tied to the Yadnya Kasada ritual, where locals throw offerings like crops or money into the crater for blessings. This festival reflects a deep belief in communicating with supernatural forces through the volcano. According to legend, Mount Bromo is home to ancient Hindu gods, and its crater is seen as a gateway between the human world and the sacred realm. K50 Waterfall is about 150 feet tall, with water falling from a vertical cliff in a smooth arc surrounded by dense primary forest. A rare feature is the natural stone arch behind the waterfall, creating the appearance of a stone gate opening in the jungle. At the base is a deep, clear pool with large rocks shaped by long-term erosion into unusual forms. Reaching the waterfall requires hours of trekking through rugged forest terrain, helping preserve its untouched condition. Local people consider the area sacred and perform rituals like incense offering and prayer before entering the site. Historically, the waterfall marked a spiritual boundary between forest regions and held an important role in local religious and cultural traditions. Sambor Prei Kuk is a Hindu temple complex from the 7th century located in a forest and wrapped by ancient tree roots. The temples were built with baked bricks and no modern adhesive, yet they have remained stable for over 1,300 years in tropical conditions. Some towers have rare octagonal designs, with carvings of Shiva, sacred animals, and sun symbols still clearly visible. This site was once the political and religious center of the ancient Chenla kingdom, showing advanced social and architectural organization. Local people still maintain rituals worshipping Shiva and hold linga processions as part of their farming-related traditions. The complex is not only a World Heritage Site, but also considered sacred, believed to hold ancestral spirits and ancient divine presence. Borobudur Temple was built entirely from volcanic stone, without any binding material, using an ancient locking system that helps resist earthquakes. Seen from above, the entire temple forms a three-dimensional mandala that represents the Buddhist concept of the universe. The structure has 9 levels, with the top 3 being circular and featuring Buddha statues inside bell-shaped stone stupas arranged for meditation practice. Some carvings on the lower levels show scenes of early medical procedures, including open surgery, which is rarely found in ancient Buddhist art. The temple was once completely buried under volcanic ash and mistaken by locals for a natural hill for many centuries. Certain carvings were intentionally hidden behind stone walls and only discovered during recent restoration, with no clear explanation for their concealment. Luang Prabang Old Town is located at the confluence of 2 large rivers, forming a natural peninsula surrounded by water all year. The town features a mix of traditional Lao buildings and colonial French architecture, seen clearly in temples and old street houses. Every morning, hundreds of monks in orange robes walk silently for alms, creating a unique and peaceful cultural scene. A rare natural event is the blooming of ancient frangipani trees during the dry season, which release strong fragrance at night and are used in Buddhist rituals. The city holds a legend about the sacred Phra Bang statue, believed to protect the town and represent royal authority. One little-known secret is a hidden ancient shrine in the forest, almost swallowed by trees, with no signs, and remembered only through local storytelling. Bolaven Plateau is a highland formed from ancient volcanoes with nutrient-rich red basalt soil covering flat terrain at an elevation of about 3,900 feet. Some areas here make compass needles shift direction, even though there are no electromagnetic devices, and this has been confirmed by researchers. Another unusual feature is rocks that produce metallic sounds when struck, but no scientific explanation has been found. Waterfalls on the plateau reach heights up to 390 feet, plunging straight from vertical rock layers to form rare and powerful sights. Ancient pottery with unknown patterns has also been discovered here and has not been matched with any known Lao culture. This land is also famous for rare Arabica coffee grown on volcanic soil and often featured in international coffee competitions. Chocolate Hills is a cluster of over 1,200 limestone hills shaped like cones, evenly spread across a large area. Each hill is about 100 to 160 feet tall, with a rounded top, no large trees, and only a thin grass layer that preserves its shape for centuries. During the dry season, the grass turns brown, making the area look like it is covered in thousands of chocolate pieces. Scientists believe the hills were formed from ancient marine limestone that rose and eroded over time into cone shapes. Some hills have hollow spaces inside, believed to be caused by underground water flow from prehistoric times. The consistent shape and large number make Chocolate Hills one of the rarest examples of symmetrical karst terrain in the world. Theosu waterfall is located in the western mountain region of Thailand at an elevation of about 2,950 feet. In a rugged limestone area with high humidity year-round. The waterfall has a tiered structure with a total height of about 820 feet and stretches nearly 1,640 feet across, formed by multiple merging streams. Its special feature is that the water never dries up, even during extended dry seasons, leading researchers to suspect the presence of a large underground spring yet to be discovered. On sunny days, mist rising from the waterfall base often creates double rainbows, a rare optical phenomenon in nature. Some locals reported hearing sounds like singing coming from above during rainy nights, even though no people live in the area. Survey equipment used to measure water flow has failed when brought into the waterfall's core zone, making it difficult to determine the exact water source. Bume Pagoda is entirely white and designed after the Buddhist universe model, with 7 wave-like terraces symbolizing 7 sacred mountain ranges. Unlike traditional symmetrical architecture, it uses curved lines to represent cosmic energy flow, creating a rare structural concept. The center of the pagoda symbolizes Mount Meru, the spiritual goal of a circular pilgrimage path representing Buddhist practice. When sunlight hits, the structure reflects light strongly, making the pagoda appear to glow in the vast open space. The site remains active for major Buddhist festivals and is regarded as a sacred place for spiritual cleansing in local culture. Break time 3.0s. Gioc waterfall is about 100 feet tall, divided into several tiers, pouring over large limestone steps, forming a white water wall in the middle of green mountains. During the high water season, the powerful current creates a loud roar that emphasizes the majesty of the border mountain terrain. What makes this waterfall unique is its location along a river that flows across the border between 2 countries, giving it special geographic and diplomatic meaning. At the base of the waterfall, large stone slabs, naturally shaped by erosion over centuries, once served as platforms for ancient rituals such as rain prayers and earth offerings. Many local communities still maintain water-related beliefs and think that spirits inhabit the rocks and river. Gioc waterfall is not only a remarkable natural site, but also a place that preserves cultural, historical, and spiritual values of the border people. Ko Rong Samloem Island features soft white sand beaches, clear turquoise water, and a rainforest ecosystem covering most of its land. At night, glowing plankton creates sparkling light when disturbed, making the sea appear illuminated in the dark. Resorts on the island are mainly wooden houses or eco-bungalows that use solar power and eco-friendly materials to protect the environment. Local people live by fishing and continue sea offering and fish praying rituals that reflect deep coastal spiritual beliefs. Some areas are considered sacred and are not used for development to preserve spiritual balance and natural harmony. The combination of rare natural beauty, glowing sea light, and preserved traditions makes this island a unique eco-tourism destination. Plain of Jars is a highland area where thousands of ancient stone jars are scattered across a wide field, each jar about 3 to 10 feet tall and weighing several tons. The jars are carved from solid stone and shaped similarly, but they are not arranged in any order, creating a strange and archaeologically fascinating landscape. Until now, the exact purpose of the jars remains unknown, with common theories suggesting they were used to hold ashes, ferment rice wine, or for funeral rituals. These stone structures have no decorative patterns, but their large size and carving technique show that they were made by a highly skilled civilization. Local people believe the jars are connected to ancestral spirits, and they hold yearly ceremonies to honor the past generations. The combination of archaeological mystery and local belief has made this place both a historical site and a spiritually important space for the community.